Yeah, good. Hey there, my name is Simon. My name is Simon. My name is Simon. There we go. At least I can almost pronounce my name in English, but good enough, I suppose. I'm no longer, or I'm still a student poor per se, but right now I'm not badly poor anymore because my student loan has finally gone through. So yeah, I will get 3 months payments this month because it took so long. I will get my another. I got 2 months payment just now at midnight, and I will get another one in 10 days. So that's nice. I'm gonna. It's actually nice me living on bare minimums. So actually, I didn't have much choice in it, but at least I've saved up quite a lot of money now. So I will buy some, yeah, new things that I need or things that I want to upgrade my computer. I'm a little bit afraid that the processor might, or especially the processor cooler, will give up in not too long. So I'm gonna exchange them both. I need a new monitor too because this one is dying. So that's quite a lot of money going away straight away. And yeah, I need a new shower in the future too, but that might be another month. I need to save up for that. But yeah, it's going to be nice to be able to actually buy some decent food tomorrow because my fridge been very empty for very long, for more than a month or about a month. It's I've been living off not many dollars. I've spent maybe, I don't know, 30 or $40 on food for a month or something by now. It's been not a lot of money at all, but it's doable. Especially even though I live in a very expensive country, Sweden, you can apparently live off very cheap if you just want to. But it's not something I recommend because yeah, I've been malnutritioned a few days. I felt really off, and probably because malnutrition. And now I'm also getting like these strange infections. I've gotten some strange infections because my immune system haven't been up to snuff really. So now my gum down here is infected, and I got like weird wounds or blisters or something inside my cheek too. So this whole mouth, inside of my mouth, is fairly fucked up, but it's probably going to be okay in a few days, especially when I can get some decent food tomorrow. Might actually eat at the restaurant that is in the same building as my school, as my college tomorrow. They got usually a really nice vegetarian meal you can get. And yeah, a fairly nice salad to that. The salad that they have for it is usually nice too. They also have a more buffet-like. It's almost like a buffet, but not quite. But might even go for that if I feel like it. Just treat myself to some decent food. It's just going to be, yeah, it's very nice not having to worrying about money anymore in that way. I mean, it's not been too bad, but having money is nice. I'm actually going to buy some alcohol tomorrow too because my friends have this event they call Harry Shotter, which basically is you. I've been on one of them, but didn't watch any of the films when they were watching them, but they simply watch Harry Potter and they drink to it. Like they have this set of rules. They tend to change every year, and this year is going to be fucking crazy because there's a lot of stupid rules, but it's going to be fun. So I'm gonna buy some gin, probably going with Bombay Sapphire because I can afford it now. and it's a really nice gin. And I'm going to try to find some decent tonic too, not just Schweppes. It's usually what I go for, which is quite wasteful when you got an expensive gin like Bombay Sapphire. But yeah, I really enjoy it. There's probably some gin that is, because it's very prestigious right now. It's probably the Bombay Sapphire is probably slightly overpriced for what it's for how it tastes. Like it's really nice gin, but there might be other brands that are cheaper and still have the same quality. But yeah, I just think that one is really good. But it might be because that is expensive and got this beautiful bottle. So yeah, I'm going to get drunk tomorrow. The first time in, I don't know, I haven't been drunk in quite many months. One or two, maybe three even. I don't drink that often anymore. Uh, yeah, I bought a lot of low alcohol beer, and in the end of the summer, I bought a lot of beer, like just 3.5 in alcohol. They're cheaper than and you can buy it at any time of the day. But alcohol laws in Sweden is very restrictive for good and bad. I mean, it's quite annoying when you want to get some booze, but you really can't get it from anywhere legally, at least. If you don't want to buy like smuggled vodka or something, which also it's not something I can get my hands off on that often. I'm not looking for it, so but yeah. You can't buy alcohol on Sundays at all in Sweden because we got this it's the government restricts it. They got this Systembolaget. It's basically a store for alcohol, which, yeah, they're the only ones allowed to sell alcohol over 3.5%. Because beer and ciders allowed to be sold, like say cider 2.8 maybe in stores, and beers 3.5 is the highest in supermarkets and normal grocery stores, and everything stronger than that is only sold at Systembolaget. And they usually close fairly. It depends a little bit when they close in the weekdays, but they close no. I think the soonest or the latest they close is like 8 p.m., 8 in the evening. But it usually in a lot of down here, where I live, a fairly small town, it's 6 usually. Maybe might be 7, like Thursdays or something, or maybe it's the other way around. But it closes quite early, and at Saturdays you can get alcohol, but then it closes 3 p.m. Everywhere in Sweden. It might be somewhere that closes even earlier, but they're not allowed to sell alcohol after 3 p.m. Which is annoying if you haven't prepared for it, but you also learn to accept that. It isn't too bad. At least it helps a little bit with, yeah, overconsumption of alcohol. But our alcohol culture is very fucked up in Sweden. We don't drink much in the weeks or the weekdays, but when the opportunity comes, which is weekends and also traditional days as midsummer and any chance we get where it's party or a festive occasion, Swedish people tend to drink a lot, from not drinking much in the week to drinking their like extremely drunk. A lot of people get extremely drunk. I don't get that extremely drunk anymore that often. I mean, it's nice to do every once in a while, but also I don't get drunk in the same way as when I was younger. I've been drinking alcohol since I was 14, and I had this period when I was 14, lived in Thailand, went to a Swedish school. That's when I started drinking. So when I was there, we drank quite often, like not massive amounts, but a few beers, a few alcohol pops. Like I didn't need a lot then to get, and I didn't push myself. I didn't want to. I was happy with just getting drunk. I didn't want to test where the limits were at that age. It wasn't before I was 17. I actually drank too much on my 17th birthday. But yeah, at that point I've started drinking more, but I didn't drink that often then either. It was after that the seal was broken, basically. But yeah, after I was 14, I drank every once in a while, but I didn't like. I had this quite long break when I was like 15, and then I probably picked up a bit when I was 16, 17 again, and yeah, it were a time when I were 17, 18, my friend had this cabin where he and his brother lived, and it was next to their parents' house. They built it firstly for them, but also planning to rent it out in the future, which they do now. But they had this cabin. We would yeah, go and party and drink like every weekend, more or less. Often twice, like both Friday and Saturday. And then, yeah, I drank quite a lot back then, and they did too. And after that, I've started to not. I've almost drank myself to death several times. I puked blood 2, 3 times about that. Not a lot of blood, but yeah. I'm not even 100% certain if it was blood, but I'm pretty certain that I actually puked blood. I haven't tested it if it were blood, but I don't know what it would be otherwise. It looked fucking strange, and I've puked a lot in my life, and it's not supposed to look that way, so it gotta be blood. Yeah, so that's happened a few times, but I don't drink that often anymore, and I don't drink too much that often either. It was probably about 6 months ago or something that I actually drank too much. I did it. I can't remember when I did it actually. I think the last time I drank too much might been on some time between that two, but I got this. My friend had this like honey Jack Daniels or something. It's fucking terrible. I didn't enjoy it at all, but I didn't have any liquor myself, so I made do with it. And yeah, I hadn't eaten or slept properly that day. But yeah, it was. I can't remember, but we just got home from somewhere or something. For some reason, there was like, yeah, a little bit of a festive occasion to some extent, or I didn't haven't hadn't seen my friends in a while. It might be longer ago since that happened. Maybe it was almost a year ago by now, but I'm not sure. Must have gotten too drunk since then, if that's the case. But yeah, I don't drink too much anymore. I can take quite a lot of alcohol. Probably not so much anymore because my tolerance probably gone down quite a bit, but I'm a fairly large guy too, so I weigh about How many pounds are that? 85, 90 kilos, somewhere around there. I haven't actually measured my weight in quite a while, and I guess in pounds that will be like 180 pounds, I guess. I'm not sure how much a pound is. Wait. Meanwhile, I will do this live, actually Google. I don't think I've done this before in my videos, but uh, kilos to pounds. Okay, yeah, so I'm about 180 pounds and 189 centimeter and a half. But about, or maybe 170 pound, more like 170, 160, around there. Because it's 2.2 pounds per kilo, so yeah. I'm not going to make the math and calculate or find a converter and find the exact how much I weigh in pounds, but yeah, I'm quite tall. I'm quite broad-shouldered. I'm not extremely muscular, but I'm not super thin either. Like, I got some muscles, but not a lot. Quite average in that department. Not very fat either. I'm not very super thin either, but very average in both those. I'm actually going to work out and exercise a little bit after this, I think, but I'm not 100% certain because it's very late, so I might do it tomorrow, but I'm going to drink tomorrow, so I should do it tonight, and I probably won't be able to fall asleep for a while later, so why not? Why not? Might not be the best workout I've ever done this evening, but it's better than nothing, I guess. Yeah, so alcohol tomorrow. It's gonna be a thing. Hopefully it's gonna be fun. I think I'm going to have fun tomorrow. Unfortunately, there will be mostly guys there. I mean, it's not too bad either, but I prefer when it's more 50-50 around there. But never mind. They're mostly guys that go to this school too. It's because it's a total nerd school. And I'm a nerd too, so it's not too bad. But I'm far from the nerdiest nerd that ever nerded. Especially at this school, I feel very normal thanks to this school. And I'm a weird person for sure. And I'm definitely a nerd, but I barely count as a nerd either, if you compare to this school, because you got the archetypes of nerds. I like nerds too, because as I said, I'm a nerd, and I've had a lot of friends that are nerdier than me, but I'm for sure is a nerd, in many senses. Well, yeah, I think that's it. Alcohol and money. Yeah, I think that's it simply. I'm going to work out a little bit, maybe. I'm not quite certain yet. I don't know what to do. I just want to take it easy, but I can do that on Saturday at least. Oh, whoa. I'm going to buy so much snacks this evening. Or this weekend. But I'm probably gonna buy snacks this evening too because I'm going to grocery shopping tomorrow. Spending the cash money. I might buy something online, order something online. I'm not quite certain, but I'm going at least to figure out what I'm going to buy this weekend and splurge a bit of money because I haven't done that in a while. And yeah, money's for spending basically. It's also important to have money just in case, but I will be fine. Yeah. Well, I guess that's it, actually. I'm done. Baby.